Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I really like the look of Florian Wirtz, Peter. What's impressed me most is...
McAllister concedes a free kick for that. Konate. Garnacho. Konate gets across to intercept that. Van Dijk. Konate shifted upfield. Gakpo. And that has been cleared. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's very neat. Soboslai climbs up big! And it's hoisted clear. Frimpong. Oh, that's neat. Cross from Robertson. Caicedo, Chalobah, Gusto, Pedro Neto. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nicely intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pedro Neto tries to dink it through. Looking here to chip it through. Robertson attempts a clearance. Tries to get it clear. That's tidy. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adrabayo. Gusto. Caicedo. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Van Dijk. Simple. Konate, aim forwards. Fernandes. Chalobah. Palmer. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Robertson. Bajcetic. McAllister, Szoboszlai, McAllister, gently done. Played out wide. Played in by Robertson. Garnacho. Decent progress down the left. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandes. Garnacho. Fernandes. Palmer. Fernandes. Palmer. Goes for goal! Soboslai with the clearance. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Garnacho. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. McAllister. Caicedo. Garnacho. Cucurella. Garnacho. Cucurella. Moved on forwards. Robertson getting this one clear. Chelsea have reclaimed it. Fernandes. Cucurella. Palmer. Now it's Pedro Neto. Lajcetic. Isak looks to get on the end of this. He's given it away. Palmer.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Adebayo. Garnacho. Palmer. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Palmer with the short one. Garnacho. He'd have done well to reach that. Fernandes. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Fernandes. Palmer. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk. Oh, can he get onto this? Robertson going great guns here. Plenty waiting in the middle. That's another throw. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Tries to clear. We get a throw in. Frimpong. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Gakpo. He's had a shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Palmer. Chalobah shifted upfield. Pedro Neto carries the ball down the right. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Palmer. João Pedro. Proves too strong. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Chalobah. Adebayo, gently done. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. Chalobah cuts it out. Caicedo. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Adebayo. Fernandes. Caicedo. Palmer. Chalobah. McAllister. Moved on forwards. He's being urged to shoot. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Palmer. Cucurella. Garnacho. Adebayo. Palmer. Adebayo looks to the other side. Caicedo. Gusto. Pedro Neto. That's surely a foul, free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Having a shot! No, he's missed it. Lobbed in behind. Sanchez claims comfortably. Robertson. Frimpong. And it's played forward. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Adebayo. Palmer. Adebayo, gently done. Caicedo. Now that's well seen too. Frimpong. McAllister. Up towards the front line. And he's heaved it away. Szoboszlai. Bajcetic. Gakpo. Cross from Robertson. Firmly met. Gusto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's João Pedro, and he's on his way! Clipped into space. Short changes him with that pass. Isak. Nice control. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gusto. Caicedo. Fernandez. João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Oh, nice touch. Played into the middle. And that has been cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Moved on forwards. Chance to shoot! Well, he couldn't get hold of it.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Thinks one through. That's going to go a long way. Frimpong. Aim forwards. Adebayo. Caicedo. Garnacho is onto it in a flash. McAllister. Szoboszlai. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Moved on forwards. Great work on the overlap. And he's there to clear it. Garnacho. Chalobah. Palmer. Fernandez. Cucurella. Out of play for a throw. Caicedo played with finesse. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Gets it away. Fernandez. Isak. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's really well manoeuvred. McAllister. And it's played forward. Caicedo. Garnacho. He is through here. Big chance! One-on-one! Cleared without complication. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedro Neto. Jakpo wins the duel this time. It's run loose here. Throw it. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. McAllister. Aim forwards. He thumps it clear. Have it back and can go again. Konate, gently done. Fiat! And that has been clubbed away. That is lovely. Soboslai. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Van Dijk. Isaac chasing after it. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Chalobah. Caicedo. Adobe, gently done. And that's been won straight back. Frimpong. Moved on forwards. Soboslai. Caicedo gets it away. Gakpo. Big chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Palmer. Fernandes. Cucurella. Garnacho. Soboslai. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Soboslai plays it in. Garnacho. Fernandes forwards and with intent. And that's a throw-in. It'll be a throw-in. Palmer. Fernandes, aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Van Dijk shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. Soboslai. Great defending, strong and determined. Fernandes. Garnacho. Palmer. Played down the flank. He's got away. Looking for a decent ball in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he shoots! Only partially clear. Palmer, and the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chalobah. Adebayo. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Garnacho, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Palmer. Referee's given a throw. Garnacho. Cross needs to be... Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
This was all about good movement in the box just to allow him to get to it.
This looks promising. Chalobah does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. Fernandez. And it's played forward. Konate. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Palmer. Chalobah. Cucurella. Now he's off and running. Bajcetic. Out towards the flank. Gakpo. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Caicedo. Gusto. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. Good defending, very good defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Fernandez. Cucurella. Great defending, strong and determined. Frimpong. Aim forwards, and he cuts out the supply. Pedro Neto. Palmer. McAllister. Bajcetic. Van Dijk. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, easy pickings there. Soboslai was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Adebayo. Caicedo, gently done. Out for a throw. Gusto. Lovely feet. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Moved on forwards. Oh, super find. Isaac. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Isaac really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Firpo. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Gusty getting this one clear. McAllister. Out to the left it goes. Played in by Robertson. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There's the header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Vert clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Soboslai wins the duel this time. And that has found him in acres of space. And he's managed to get free. Chalobah clears it away. That is good strength. Oh, good spread. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. There's the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Frimpong. Bajcetic. Adobe cuts out the pass. Cucurella. Garnacho. Adobe. Chalobah. Palmer. João Pedro. Played out to the right. Very nicely done. Delivered with swing. That has been knocked clear. Chalobah makes the interception. Cucurella. Fernandez. Garnacho. Cucurella. Could try cutting inside here. Tries to get it clear. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Palmer moves short. Oh, that's nice. Time to deliver. Woodman deals with that nice and simple. McAllister. Van Dijk. Oh, there's a probing ball. Adebayo. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Gusto. Caicedo. Palmer. Cucurella. Over to the left. Palmer. Caicedo. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Adebayo. Fernandez. Cucurella. That's gone for a throw-in. And he's picked it up out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. João Pedro. Pedro unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Garnacho. And it's been played through. Palmer. Can he deliver? Cross goes in there. Danger averted for now.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well timed, excellent interception. McAllister. Van Dijk. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been cut short. Fernandes. Caicedo. Isak. Bajcetic. Oh, well measured. Gakpo. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Pedro played out to the left flank. Fernandes. Garnacho looking to get on the end of this. Chiesa. Van Dijk. Bajcetic. Gakpo. Chalobah gets over and intercepts. Adebayo. Caicedo. Chalobah. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Fernandes. Aim forwards. Well read, nice interception. Gakpo. That's really well manoeuvred. Palmer. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Bajcetic. Wirtz. Bajcetic. Gakpo. Now who's going to be first to this? Chance here to counter. Cucurella. And it's gone back to the keeper. Chalobah. And it's played forward. Wirtz. Spread out to the left. McAllister. Nice physical challenge. Gakpo! It's a loose ball. Caicedo gets rid without sophistication. Cross from Robertson. Too much on that, it's gone out. Palmer. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Pedro, Gakpo, searching pass he's played there, and that has been cleared. Adebayo, Cucurella, Garnacho, he has found the way through. Chiesa defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Adebayo. Fernandes. Palmer. Out to the right. Wirtz did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Isak, chance! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Cucurella done delicately. Gets good distance on it. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Isak looks to get on the end of this. Adobe. Played towards the other side. He's found a way through. Wits. Isak. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Chalobah. Almost an hour gone. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Van Dijk. Gakpo. That's a throw. Gakpo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, such a clever touch. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Cucurella. Fernandes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Frimpong. Wits. Van Dijk. Konate, gently done. Cucurella. Chalobah. Adebayo. Chalobah. Fernandes. Garnacho looking to run onto it. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Konate. Isak. Now he's off and running. Can he latch on to this? Chiesa hangs one in. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Palmer. Chalobah. Gusto. Adebayo, and he goes cross-field. Pedro Neto. Palmer. João Pedro. Palmer. Fernandes. Verbs wins the Verbs with a definite foul there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. João Pedro. Caicedo. Back into the middle. Now it's João Pedro. It's Pedro! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Chalobah. Fernandes. Chalobah. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Frimpong. Now it's Wirtz. Chiesa. Bajcetic. Chalobah with the clearance. Adebayo. Cucurella. Adebayo. Chalobah. Chiesa. Frimpong. Gakpo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's lost his man here. João Pedro. Pedro!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's in plenty of space here. Nice interception, well timed. And claimed it back swiftly. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Isak is onto it in a flash. Chalobah. Adebayo forwards and with intent. And it's played forward. He is through. It's Pedro! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Isak. Chiesa. Wirtz. Ambitious ball here. And he's there to get it away. Pedro, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. João Pedro. Van Dijk tries to clear. A heavy challenge. Wirtz. Gakpo. He's got away. Out to the left it goes. Last ditch header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Caicedo. Adebayo. Caicedo. Fernandes, gently done. Garnacho. It's a quick ball upfield. Isak chasing after it. Chalobah. And back to the goalkeeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Gusto. Chalobah. Fernandes. Adebayo shifted upfield. Garnacho on a charge down the left. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's still got it, needs help. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Pedro Neto. That has been knocked clear. Garnacho. Into the last quarter of an hour. Pedro Neto, played out towards the right wing. Up he goes! And that could come back to haunt them.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this
Great
case.
ball if he can get there. Konate. Bajcetic. Moved on forwards. McAllister. Konate. Isaac. Now he's off and running. Oh, terrible pass. Garnacho. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. And he's managed to get free.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's the chance to counter. Konate, and the keeper's got it again.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Garnacho. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Chelsea really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Adebayo. Custer, aim forwards.
Chelsea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Gakpo. Chiesa. Picks it up out wide.
Liverpool have really been terrific at...
Mohamed Salah! Oh, and that should have been two.
Mohamed Salah has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Caicedo gets it away. Chiesa knocks it out wide. He's had a shot! Isaac is flagged offside.
Liverpool clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Sanchez, long ball by the goalkeeper. Van Dijk, driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Fernandes. Cucurella. Chalobah, gently done. Van Dijk. Isak. Great work on the overlap. He is just caressing the ball. Chiesa. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And it's Salah.
Liverpool surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Out to the right. Garnacho has given away a free kick.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They won another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Caicedo shifted upfield. Van Dijk goes forward. Now that's well seen too.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ramsey. Pinged towards the front line. Isak chasing after it.
Liverpool clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That has been cut short. Just 5 minutes remaining now. The Reds, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Liverpool nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Gakpo. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fernandes. Garnacho. Fernandes. Garnacho. Cucurella. Fernandes. Garnacho. Palmer. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come loose. Chelsea have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Gakpo succumbs to the pressure. Gusto with the foul. Deftly away.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Isak. McAllister. Played out to the right.
Liverpool really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That's a little off target. And that is out of play.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Here's a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gusto.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Mohamed Salah moved on forwards, and that's been won straight back, and it's played forward. Robertson, Jakpo providing an outlet on that flank. It's a throw-in. Aimed in towards the centre. Adobe getting this one clear. 2 minutes to be added on. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Salah. Cucurella. Hato. Adrabayo. Hato. Adrabayo. Fernandez. Chalobah. Ball is over the line. Robertson. Van Dijk. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Adrabayo gets it away. Isak. Decent chance! Now that's a fine challenge. He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Receives it in a good position here. A chance to play it in. And the shot! Fernandez. And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody...